Hi, this is Matt with the Intergalactic Herald. Welcome to my Star Atlas Week in Review podcast. This is podcast number 178. Any articles or videos mentioned can be found on my website at intergalacticherald.com. Just look for Weekly Recap Newsletter 226. So just a quick summary of what happened this past week in Star Atlas. Fortunately, a community member stepped up and recorded the Atlas Brew, so we actually have something to talk about. So that's cool. Basically, Phase 2 of the CTR public release was released, so kind of go over that. And basically, it was the Atlas Brew. So before I get to that, just wanted to remind you of things I'm doing in Star Atlas. So again, you can check out my website, intergalacticherald.com. It's a great Star Atlas resource website. Guides, directories, recaps, and a Star Atlas Discord announcement newsletter feed. Also, you can check out my Star Atlas merch store at intergalacticgear.com. And I'm trying to get together a non-guild community of Star Atlas gamers at intergalacticcoalition.com. So as I mentioned, yes, past week in Star Atlas was the Atlas Brew. Started out with one of the community members who's actually creating a trading card game, kind of like Magic the Gathering, I guess. Unfortunately, I haven't never got into those, so I'm not really sure, but he went through and kind of explained it. He's using some of the same development tools and using AI to help with that. So if you like those games, that's great. But what I think is really cool was, again, that somebody's building something. So it was also mentioned that the Star Atlas team is working on moving over to the latest version of the Unreal 5 engine, but that's kind of still on hold. They're focusing most of their efforts again on getting the C4 version of the game out. But one thing I guess this new version of the UE5 engine has is some AI integration. So some of the things the team's working on for AI speeding up development stuff may or may not actually also apply to the UE5 version. So that's really good. Most of the Atlas Brew was talking about the C4 public release. They did release the Phase 2 of this test. It was mentioned in something I think I had brought up in a couple podcasts back about, they're adding all these new features. But Michael Wagner, the CEO, was on it and mentioned that all these new features really only added 2 weeks to their timeline. So, yeah, that does seem totally worth it for everything they mentioned. I should mention, so the recording of the Atlas Brew was done by a community member. I'm not sure if, again, this community member will do it constantly. Again, we're in a transition of who's doing it. So, but you find a link in my newsletter, and it is I'm trying to remember now. It's in my newsletter, but the Calico Institute, I believe. I think a community member, Earther, but I don't want... Anyways, the link's in my newsletter. Just go on my website, intergalacticherald.com, and look for news, weekly recap newsletter 226 if you want that link to have basically the full thing. Perhaps by the time you get this one, I'll have done my weekly recap. Usually it always got published a day later, but it just found the video tonight when I was getting ready to do the newsletter, so I'm not sure when this weekend my AI summary will come out. So anyways, back to recapping things that were going on. So they mentioned there were 6 core features in this Phase 2, though apparently there's a 7th that's coming or partially there, which is the economy changes. I actually was having a hard time following it, but it sounds like there's also something new called medallions. So, but it sounded like, again, that's a work in progress. It wasn't truly there when the release occurred. But as we've heard before, this version has the council rank, combat, NPCs are now in it, the cultivation claims. Don't think they said it was going to be live right at the beginning, but the diplomacy modules there, and then not really a feature, but just sort of a enhancement. They're adding some tracking of the Z XP, so the zinc thing. So if you are helping test it, and you'll get some zinc experience points pushed back into that account. So then they mentioned a few things, kind of stream of thought that there were parts of it. Again, there's some goal system now, and that's going to actually help with onboarding, but it's not really the tutorial. And then they again reminded us that the tutorial is going to be this single player campaign, no crypto needed. And they even mentioned there's an option that could be launched on Steam. So that's interesting. Also mentioned that the automation for C4 is being worked on by the same individual who did the current automation, so that's cool. And then this new Phase 2 will be a complete wipe of everything. You'll start over from scratch, but again, it's a test. No one should have had any expectation. And finally, they wrapped up just mentioning if you did want to get your Zinc experience points, you do need to do a connection. And I think they said it was actually in Zinc, but they were going to put an announcement about what to do. So, yeah, so Briscoe, it's, again, just great to have the Atlas Brew back on a recording so I can listen to it later. Yeah. So moving on, kind of talk about the State of Star Atlas this past week. And like I said, yeah, it was strange to miss a brew. Again, no one's inherent fault, just, yeah, people come and go and things like that. So it was really nice to have it back and recorded. So that's great. As far as the Phase 2, yeah, sounds like everything's on a great progression. I haven't been really kind of keeping track, partly from history about Star Atlas and dates. But yeah, it does feel like it's moving forward at a pretty decent pace, and definitely all these new things are substantial. So whatever time frame we're on, yeah, it kind of all makes sense. But overall, I kind of is settling in. I mean, said it before, but again, now that we're getting more details, that, yeah, all these elements together make this sound like a really deep game. And I originally wrote myself a note to say complex, but I was like, no, it is complex. But what I mean more by deep is you could stay at the top level, do one thing, but then there are a whole much more other things you can explore. And so different people will explore different things, and some people might try to explore a whole bunch of them together. But yeah, it does still, though, feel easy to get into. And again, I'm really happy that they're purposely building a single-player campaign. Hence, you don't even have to worry about the multiplayer. You just can learn how the mechanics work before jumping in. So yeah, I mean, this all feels right. I mean, and I've said it before, I mean, this feels like a game, which is great. Not to take away anything up to this point, but I guess this feels obtainable, and some of the other stuff totally felt right, but in hindsight wasn't obtainable. I mean, we don't have it. And even now as things have transpired, I mean, I learned a few months back that the big multiplayer unique technology, I'm trying to remember what it was called, that company doesn't exist anymore. So just isn't even a thing. So yeah, it was really cool to see all these people running around during one of the tests, but it doesn't exist anymore. So, I mean, again, this feels deep with a lot of complexity, but sounds easy to get into. And again, definitely with adding tutorials and single players, and even the possibility of having a Steam version of the game. Yeah, these all feel like exciting developments. So, again, if you've been with Star Atlas for many years, you could almost say this feels like, well, this is what we were told. But again, don't have an exact number of current team members. It kind of feels like single digits. I could be wrong. Maybe there's 10 or 20. I'm not sure. But independent of all that, this sounds like a game. And I was recently reminded, I've been clicking for years every morning to claim some resources within 24 hours, and that was never a game. But again, this sounds like something to do, but it also has persistence. It also has experience. Yeah, I mean, it feels really, and maybe even not the massive hardware requirements needed for something like a UE5 game. So yeah, so overall, great news. Glad we could actually hear it recorded. And yeah, we'll just see what this version or this Phase 2 and see what the feedback is and see what comes out of the next Atlas Brew next week. So go ahead and wrap up again, just my journey playing Star Atlas. Again, still in the current version of Sage, mining something. I've totally forgotten because I needed like 50 million of them and I don't even remember where I'm at, But again, primary purpose for doing this is to earn the Zinc experience, and that continues to accumulate, and a couple times my rank number leaderboard number goes up, so that's always cool. So yeah, just kind of keep plugging through with that. So anyways, yep, that's the update on what happened this past week in Star Atlas. Again, if you want to check out things I'm working on in Star Atlas, you can do that at intergalacticherald.com. I will admit it's pretty static as far as the guides and directories, depending on what the team does. Definitely open to updating those for the current stuff. But again, all the past information is there. Of course, you can check out my archive of the podcast, the Team Star Atlas event recaps, the newsletter with all the links to other Star Atlas creators and things like that, and then any of the other directories. If you're interested in any Star Atlas merch, please check out intergalacticgear.com. And again, love to get together with other Star Atlas gamers who aren't joining guilds, but nevertheless want to hang out. So if we can get enough interest, check out. If you're interested in that, once we get enough people with interest, please check out intergalacticcoalition.com. Other than that was the week in Star Atlas. I'm Matt with the Intergalactic Herald. Have a great week ahead.